We welcome you to a recap of the major and important updates from search in the first month of spring, March. Several headlines have emerged, including Google's core update, an update to structured data, and the rollout of AI overviews to 9 additional European countries. Here is an overview. We begin with Google's recently completed March core update, which took place between March the 13th and 27th. The goal for Google was to improve relevance and quality in search results based on companies that follow the EEAT guidelines. The update caused many fluctuations in rankings, which is typical with these core updates. Google emphasizes that the update is not necessarily due to mistakes on websites, but is part of an ongoing effort. The focus should be on high-quality content that follows modern search behavior. Therefore, companies should analyze how they came out of the update and optimize accordingly. A new study from Bright Local shows changes in how consumers view online reviews. Fewer people now expect perfect 5-star ratings, and recent reviews have become less important than before. Although star ratings still matter, many see them as vanity metrics rather than accurate indicators of quality. Only 31% trust local online reviews as much as personal recommendations from friends and family, highlighting a preference for word of mouth. In other words, businesses should view reviews more broadly and not fixate solely on a Trustpilot score. Staying on the topic of reviews, Google has launched a new feature in Google Business Profiles that allow businesses to generate QR codes leading customers directly to their review pages. This simplifies the process of collecting customer reviews. The feature is accessed through the Business Profile dashboard on desktop, selecting Ask for Reviews and following the steps to create a link or QR code. Sharing options include email, WhatsApp, and Facebook, making it easier to strengthen an online reputation. Google is now expanding AI overviews to 9 new European countries, including Germany, Italy, and Spain, as well as supporting 4 new languages. The feature enhances the user experience by providing AI-generated answers to complex queries and aims to promote engagement among publishers, businesses, and content creators in Europe. At the same time, AI overviews are now closer to Scandinavia than before. In addition, Google has updated the documentation for the robot's meta tag to give businesses more control over how content is displayed in AI features such as AI overviews and AI mode. The No Snippet directive now applies to all search result formats, including web search, Google Images, Discover, AI Overviews, and AI Mode. Additionally, the Max Snippet directive allows limiting the amount of text that can be shown in AI features. These changes give businesses more precise control in an AI-driven search world. According to Advanced Web Ranking, AI Overviews now appear in 42.5% of search results, an increase of nearly 9 percentage points since last quarter. At the same time, click-through rates have dropped by about 7 percentage points for queries with what, when, where, and how. And this shows that AI overviews are drawing attention away from traditional informative organic listings, and businesses should adjust their strategies accordingly to maximize visibility. Google has updated its robots.txt documentation with guidance for both basic and advanced users. This includes blocking specific pages like shopping carts, restricting specific bots, and managing URL parameters to avoid issues like infinitive URLs. Overall, this is part of Google's effort to provide website owners with better crawler management tools. Google has updated its structured data guidelines for e-commerce, now requiring the return policy country field in the merchant return policy schema. This should specify the country for which a return policy applies, for example, return policy country CH for Switzerland. This aims to increase transparency and help users understand return policy across regions. The European Commission has officially charged Google with violating the Digital Markets Act (DMA) by favoring its own services such as Google Shopping and Flights, and restricting developers from promoting cheaper alternatives outside the Google Play Store. If found guilty, Google could face fines up to 10% of its global revenue. According to Google, changes could negatively affect the user experience, while the EU believes it will lead to better and more open competition. This underscores the EU's work to challenge the dominance of large tech companies. Bots from companies like OpenAI and Anthropic are increasingly using bandwidth, which increases server cost and disrupts analytics. Recommended solutions include updating the robots.txt, although AI bots do not always comply, using Google Extended to balance visibility and control, and utilizing Cloudflare's AI labyrinth to mislead unauthorized bots. We conclude with the Search Central Live event, where Google clarified that AI overviews are a supplement to search, not a replacement. They reiterated that fundamental SEO principles still apply and that Google make thousands of updates annually, so it is important to stay updated. They also emphasized that 15% of search queries are entirely new every day, even if they fall under the same topics, which is why it's important to optimize for topics rather than just keywords. Overall, those working with SEO should understand Google's quality radar guidelines and focus on user-friendly, high-quality content while being prepared for AI-driven changes. If you want to learn more about what is happening in search or simply stay updated on SEO, then subscribe to our newsletter and channel here. We'll then bring you the most important news as it comes.